Hi guys, we're back in Soviet Greenland, and I have done some work to the map. We have our base infrastructure basically set up. I'll give you a tour of what we're doing. So up here, we have our water treatment center, or water treatment plant, big. We're tapping the water right from the lake here. Got the pipelines already being built with a big pumping station. This guy back here is almost built too, like just under halfway, which is nice. We have a clothing factory, warehouse, cargo station. This is going to let us make a bit of money real quickly. Alcohol distillery and food factory. This is going to be for us and for money, because at least I'll be able to produce my own food. Crops are super cheap, like we go to the economy and trade here. Yeah, like 20 bucks a ton, that's nothing. Not so worried about that. And also, like, we can sell the alcohol that we get off this, and that will give us a bit of money to play with too to help us expand. Outside of that, we see I got 2 of the underground water reservoirs going. I like these because they hold the most amount of water. I know you need to have a pump to pump it out, but I don't mind that so much. I'd rather just have a ton of water in case I need to do repairs. I don't have to worry about running out. All the pipes are being built. I have the sewage system set up too, to basically just discharge over this side. For power, we're going to be using the, I got a mod out of the workshop. That is the, I run off the river hydroelectricity plant. Puts out about 500 megawatts, which I think is fairly decent. It doesn't do 500 stock, it does about 160 megawatts stock, but there's a couple comments under the mod section that'll tell you how to increase the output it puts out to make it a little bit more competitive with the other options. Outside of that, I didn't opt to go for the park or whatnot in the middle. Decided to put 2 boulevards down the middle instead, and then populate this area with our essentials. So we got a 5-story shop for food, clothing, and electronics. Headquarters of the Communist Party. Got hospital, kindergarten, a medium school, pool, basketball, volleyball court, another sports hall. Sports hall? Did I say the first one? No. Okay. Sports hall, cinema, police station, another basketball, volleyball court, and a pub. We are going to give our citizens access to alcohol. It is a decent enough morale booster, so I don't mind doing that. We got a courthouse over here, and another indoor pool for the others. Just in case anybody can't walk to this one, they have options to get to that one also. And also over here, I have a repair center, small. Warehouse, open storage connected, all with factory connections, and a cargo station. Now, something I just kind of looked at and I'm happy to know is that with these buildings, I'm able to easily reach pretty much everything. So the good news about that is that these things will always be populated, even the power station. So I'm never really going to have to worry about power cuts or power just lack of anything really. The only biggest thing is going to be getting the bus schedule right so I can keep the water plant properly staffed. But once these 2 storages are filled, if we're out of staff for a few minutes or whatnot, it shouldn't be such a big deal. Because I'll have about 1,000 cubic meters of water. That should be enough for this. And I think, yeah, okay, so I separated the storages. This particular 501 is just for the food and alcohol production. And this other one is just for, or majoritively for, the residential and main hub area, main city area. Once most of this is constructed, or at least these guys in the road, I'm probably going to need to found a proper construction company, because I really don't like having all these free ones flying about here. I prefer to have one so I can see where everything is. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect all these road connections for the time being. Simply because they'll be able to build the road. Our construction crews will be able to build the road easier and a lot quicker. Especially if we start connecting all the pieces. And instead of building 7 small pieces, we build 1 big piece. We can reconnect all of it later anyways, it's not a big deal. Alright, what are we missing connections for? Oh, I can't connect you. Did I miss that one? I did. Okay. Now you're all one piece. For the time being, I don't care about this pathway. Sacrifice the power, it's not that expensive. So now you're all one piece. You're still not disconnected. It's always one. There's no construction. Oh, I fall for that every time. Alright, so you guys are under very high priority. And I really also didn't like the fact that as much as I tried to make this work the other way, so I had lights down the opposite sides, it doesn't seem to have wanted to build that way. Or maybe I just didn't go down the right side of it. Alright. Well, we'll do that. And I love watching the traffic just move without movement. It's great. Such a constant flow of just workers, vehicles, and supply trucks. Oh, you're missing steel. Oh, you're missing electrical components. You're a flatbed. Did I not buy any covered hulls? Damn. I didn't buy any covered hulls. This one's... That's funny. I guess you're right. You're all going there? Oh, I almost forgot too. We have the prison building. I decided to, I did this on one of my other maps, where, like this exact map actually, I think it was this area here, where I built a prison. Most of my population lived over in this area, with some down here, but I built the prison up here and I forested the hell out of the area. So like when you were driving down, I only had the one road. I only have one road in that map. But whenever you're following the vehicles, it's just a massive forest, and then there's one road that goes in with the security gates. It's just, I don't know, I got a kick out of it being super well conceived. Same thing with this kind of thing. It's just off the intersection you get off, and like you can see from one area that yes, there's something, a prison here, but from every other angle it doesn't even exist. And these three technical offices, I've experimented with the winter going around on these maps, on this map, and so far with the paved roads in these three offices, it's able to about 5 days or so in game to like clear all of it. But it does so pretty good, and there isn't too much of a disruption to any of the vehicles running around. We also established a bridge here, some bridges, but I suspended the road construction for now. I don't want to get into this area just yet. It's too far. Or we'll see how much we would, depending on how much I have left after we build all this stuff. And this, if I have enough after building the flats and and importing the food and whatnot, at least for the beginning part, I might go ahead and build the bridge and then see if I can get at least, well, I can't really build any of it because we need research, so I'm planning a little further ahead than I'm going to be in the game initially. But eventually I want to have at least one big refinery, or maybe do have these modded small refineries that put out about 5 tons of fuel and 3 tons of bitumen a day. And if you pair 2 of those up, they actually do pretty well in terms of how much they put out. Still doesn't beat you like running a big refinery. That's just awesome. Which I just might go for that instead, because at least I can scale the amount of people I need working there, and then I don't have to rebuild it later. . car, W50, ambulance, crane, train cars. Oh, dozer. Okay. These W50 East German cranes they're pretty nifty. They're cute little vehicles, and it's fun to watch them run around and do their jobs. Might pick up some of those. Do I have any road cranes? I do not. Okay, so once all the base infrastructure is completed, the pipelines and whatnot. Damn, look at that. Done with this one. Well, you guys still have to build quite a bit, but alright, so the road isn't done, that means the pathway isn't finished, so these aren't going to build just yet. Well, you will. And you'll build it that way. It's finished. One thing we're gonna need for this area for people to be able to get up here to work is either a cableway or a bus. Now I can't do cableways because I don't have the research done yet, so we're gonna have to do a bus. Yeah, that's a good area for it. For the time being, until the roads are finished. This means I can have people I'll have people readily available for the bus stop too. And I also need an end station. 3 spots. 7. Wait a minute, so how are you going to, you're going to go out this way and probably not enough for that then. I mean, I guess if I just leave it like this, I can go out this way, across. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Guess I was just overthinking that situation. Alright, so it's done. Oh, nice. Okay. The other thing, once this is done, I gotta set up the power lines and see where I'm gonna go with all that. Oh, right. I also need a heating plant. Forgot about that. Okay. I guess the heating plant can join the hydro plants on the banks here. That's fine. Let's see here. See, and then we have these efficient electric heating plants that are like 140 gigajoules of heat, which, I mean, I could build a small heating plant and do 42 gigajoules. I guess I'm saying that right. Or 30 with the early start one. No, I think we'll just use this guy. And just for the sake of ease, we will put you here because you'll be able to hit every building I need you to hit. We almost are done with the power plant. Oh, you're going there. Comrades, not in arms, but in hammers, workers. We went through this like we watched the video. How long their route, how much time do they spend at the maximum speed and how much time do they spend at the lower speeds. Helps me figure out how to get my traffic flow. This area is a bit rough. So I gotta find out why it's slowing down so much again. So I probably designed 7 or something. See if that makes a difference. Let's see. Approaching the same turn. Yep. Does not slow down past 80, which is perfect. Although now it's doing 82 the entire way. I mean, it shouldn't be a big deal because that's still pretty quick. But these roads can do about 110. I'd like this thing to do 109 at least most of its route. Well, I guess that's really it for this video in the showcase. I gotta let some of this build out, and we'll be back with more. Next, we're gonna plan out the housing situation. I've already found out that, well, if the game didn't lag, as long as I have housing, like in this area, I should be able to reach people with walking distance all the way over here. That's not a big deal even if it's not, because we can like place houses everywhere along here. Because the beautiful thing about having everything in the center is that no matter really where you place housing here, even behind the shops here, everybody's going to have walking access. And because we pave the roads, and we'll probably end up doing paved asphalt footpaths too, just to make it easier for our citizens to move around, move about. It's not going to make a huge deal. We'll be able to really interconnect a lot of different areas of the city pretty easily. And early on too, it's going to play a big role because they can spend less time walking around to get things done, more time doing like building Greenland, building Soviet Greenland. Alright, well, I gotta get ready for work tomorrow, so I will catch you guys later, and take care. Hey guys, I realized at the end of the last video I had everything planned out, but nothing actually built. So to keep everyone in the loop, here's what's happened so far. At least from then to now. I cleaned up all the construction companies that were in this area, condensed them into our first a huge construction office that composed of 2 vehicles. Yes, inside it's a mod out of the workshop. Our prison finished up. And one thing I wasn't too keen on with the prison was, if you were to come down in here, you'd still be able to see out into society. So what I did to fix the situation is plant a bunch of trees around the front here. So now, once those grow up, you won't really see anything, maybe except a metro train going around, but that's really about it. Which is the whole point of a prison oasis. If you end up there, you're not supposed to see anything outside of that place. Speaking of metro, I decided to put in a metro system just because I said, why not? I like the way the trains look in this game too. I think they look pretty cool. I have one train station here for my state industries, one for people for the main residential area. There's one over down here that will give people access to the vehicle production zone. And then I have one more in this area for whatever I plan to do here just as of yet. And this area here, I'm planning to turn this into a metro depot since we can't really merge bridges or tunnels. If I can have at least a depot here and then a rail construction office here, I can keep everything in good repair. And then I'm also going to extend the rail out, or at least pick it back up from here and go back into my bridge for an above ground system here. And then we can, the good thing about this is we can actually continue it on, because once we settle this area here to start doing, I think it's uranium in this area here, we can just continue the metro and just have people continuously moving about. And also, we can have it pick up back over here and shuttle people over towards the oil field, or our potential oil field. Outside of that, our state industries are coming along well. Water treatment's finished, building factory's done, just waiting on the storage and the road cargo station. Alcohol distillery is finished, the office, storage warehouse, it shares with the food factory. It will be, well, it's on the way. Oh, and last but not least, our hydroelectricity station is finished. So once we get all this other stuff finished built, I'm going to start these guys. I'm just going to let them invite whoever, wherever, and that's what we're going to start with. Alright. That's all I wanted to showcase. Just wanted to give you guys a little can't speak. Anyways, just wanted to get you guys caught up with what I did, and I'll catch you guys later.